Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight we start Week 14 of the NFL season with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be our visitors taking on our home team. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you take a look at our home side as we enter play here. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty good last week. It was a solid win, a comprehensive win.
On the other side of the field for our visitors here, they were losers last time out, but winners of 7 of 9 prior to that. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Prime Time. A good-looking return set up here. And they will break this up underway at 38. Great return at their own 38. So here comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
It was a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Second and 11. The kick here is complete. The trouble thus far. As they come up on a 3rd and 11 yard. Makes it looking to field 11. He's got a loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And on now is the punter. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way to the end zone for a touchback. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out, their signal caller now in his 4th season in the NFL.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. He only threw 1 touchdown pass, and he wants that to a full run because of the loss. It's part of the reason that he couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone. They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they'll have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact right on time there. And now 4th down.
And out. 4th down.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And taken right on the 30. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And a 3 and out on that 1st drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out of the extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back down. So now we're into the game. Let's get going and play the best we can.
You almost get a mulligan on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves job that way. You get a 2nd opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Taken down before he works it past the 50.
That's good for a 1st down.
On 1st down, they're going to go time. Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
Number 6.
A eventually no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play.
Look at this
Brings up
defense.
second
Currently
and
number
10.
one in the NFL against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And having the conversation with the defensive coordinator, he wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback get the ground. They've got to create some snaps.
He said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to
back
him.
at his own
We're talking
49.
about the athleticism we see from these guys on the field. How about the intelligence as well? He recognized that there was a screen pass on that one, broke off his pass rush, and got back to tackle the running back. That's great scouting and great reaction.
And he gets this early to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive.
8-yard gain.
That'll bring up fourth down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on the first down. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line.
Made at his own 2-yard
Second and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
They'll keep it moving. It's third and 20 of the ball carrier. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
Third down. And he gets this up just shy of the 15. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. And a first down.
Up the middle they go. It's Thornton running back. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15-yard line.
1 yard.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 14 carries, 103 yards, and a touchdown.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
They'll go for a gain of 7.
Complete
And
to
it makes
number
it
6.
third down and 2 yards to
That's
go.
a gain of 7. Makes it third and 2.
Operating from the gun. Brooks. He's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they're coming first and 10 now from the 33.
A gain of 11 on the play. Result is a first down.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Thornton. And Aaron's going to get it to the 40 to the 42.
He's brought down at the
Nice run there,
40-yard
9 yards.
It's a gain of
second
9.
down.
Brings up second and a yard.
He's going to try and take off with it. And he'll get up near the 45. It's a gain of 2 at the 44.
That's
He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
At the 44-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Brooks. He's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And they'll try to run the option here. And he stopped immediately there.
The quarterback keeps on
They'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the 36-yard line.
Looking to throw. Brooks. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Number 20. A gain of 9 brings up third and 2.
They'll go to the air here on third and 2. And this pass broken up. Contact a lot of time there. And now fourth down.
Fourth down.
They'll try and run the option. And nowhere goes. He's going to be stopped behind the line.
Result of the play.
It's short here on fourth down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. And a design QB run in that spot. Maybe trying to catch the defense off guard a bit. It didn't work, though.
Again, we're seeing that college influence come into the NFL. Quarterback run game on fourth down. We didn't see that very much in the previous years in the NFL.
No, seeing it more. Saw it there. Did not work out. Turnover on downs. Looking to put a drive together. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And they get it done. The number 4 takes it across the 40-yard line.
And a first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. And the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Incomplete.
Look at this defense.
It leads to second
Against the
and
pass,
10.
they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass? Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes.
Makes it
Big
third
mistakes add up
and
into points
8.
against you.
No score after one on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession. Here now a third down and 8. As they've got it as we resume action. That is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
They bring their punter out there now. As he's on to kick it away. And he gets this away. Look at this. This is a good one. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce. Didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Now Brooks throwing to start the drive. Looking outside, he's got him in. That's Chandler.
To number 6.
Second and 11 for the
He
19.
steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw. Brooks. And that falls to the ground. Incomplete. Job of bottling him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Operating from the gun, Brooks. And off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
36. Incomplete.
They'll send out their punter now. As he'll punt it away for the second time.
Fourth down.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And they will take over first and 10.
33-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that could be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's second down and 10.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And he will find his man right outside.
Second down.
And he goes out right around the 39.
42. It's a gain of 5. Brings up third and 4.
Now back to throw.
That's a gain of
Take
8.
him down, but he does have first down yardage. The drive
First
stays
and 10
alive.
at the
A third down gain of
47-yard
8.
line.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback, so to speak.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the 47-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up the throw. And he'll be brought down. Looks like right at the 40. 7 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to get this down near the 20 again.
19 yards.
This offense finding its legs there. Here's another first and 10.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
And they were faking on the jet sweep, but instead a handoff up the middle.
The ball carrier
They'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just
down at the
1.
20-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up second
Keep
and
leading on the
9.
run game. Back to the ground. And he'll take it in the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. As his guys are on the board first here tonight. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Team 7. Visitors
So that
nothing.
drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And to cap it off, a touchdown run of 20 yards. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 21st. Now this offense comes back out on the field. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
At the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Brooks operating from the gun. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
That's good.
His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first
A gain
down.
of 11 on the
This is
play.
all about testing a
Results
defense
in
at
a
different
first
levels.
down.
Both the tight end and the receiver outside are going to run match and dig routes at varying depths down the field. This gives your quarterback options. He decides to go with his tight end on the shorter route, and he made the right call.
Well, they run the option here on 1st and 10.
The quarterback
He is
keeps
met
it on
at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
41. 1 yard
We're at the
gain. Brings up
41, 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun. Brooks. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play.
Played to number
That
3.
sets up 3rd and 2.
A gain of
They'll
7
come to the
yards.
line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Shoves him aside. And he is tackled inside the 40 to the 35. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive
First and
continues.
10 at the 36-yard line.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
The kick is good.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
The fact was just a balance in a lot of ways, because you know it's a game plan for this drive. They both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Intended guys spend all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They'll try again running on here on second down. He takes this one down at 21 to the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter legs.
Quickly here, and that's complete. Second and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 27-yard line.
Quick throw there is incomplete.
On second down.
That open man that time ran up a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just
Brings
needed
up
a touch
third
more
down
air
and
under it.
6
Instead he
yards
fired an
to
absolute
go.
bullet. He's got him incomplete. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in his first half. It's a first down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And his guys have taken the lead. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll go down as these drivers start at the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here. Here's Brooks throwing to start the drive. He'll be out of bounds. Right at the 60 yards. The catch and run there, good for 16 in the first. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7.
A first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll take this and run. And they'll get this way past midfield. 3 yards stop just before the 35. 23 yards on the tuck and
First
run.
and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Up the middle they go.
Number 20,
It's
the
through.
ball carrier.
Nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first
At
half.
the 38-yard line.
Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. And just 3 yards on the catch there. Couldn't get it to number 20. Third and 7
That's a
now.
gain of 3.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. As the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And able to connect. Incomplete. Even clean up, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Now on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit here. On the right hash, officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now, 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want start to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. You're going to take punts. You really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit
Sometimes that's tough for those big folks.
Not an easy thing for
First
them
and
to do.
10 at the 47-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's on here to pick up the bait. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
To number 2.
Now another timeout
It's a
called
gain of
for
8.
by the
Brings up
offense.
second and 2.
As they'll stop it
At
with
the
a little over 30
44-yard
seconds to go in the first half of play. 2 yards to go, second down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Now the ball will fall incomplete.
For number 87.
Clock here
Incomplete.
now, just under 30
Brings
seconds
up
to go
third
in this
down
first
and
half.
2.
Again, he'll drop the throw. That's taken in by his big tight end.
A gain of 10 yards.
Take him down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Back to throw again. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway. Leads to second and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And his kick is right there. It's good.
Good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal here.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Depends on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And not wanting to risk anything here
They'll
late in the half. We'll just take a knee and bring the football out to the
25-yard line.
Now Brooks to throw. A final shot before break. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hansen and our great crew here in the Orlando studios set for an abridged version of the halftime report. This game, to this point, a little slow to begin with, but in the second quarter, the offenses started finding their way. We hope we're set for a great second half, so let's get back out to the stadium and rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustments are going to pay dividends here as we are just about ready for the start of the second half. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
23-yard
This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the goaltender hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. You had success doing it in the first time. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers. A little bit more to the perimeter, perhaps. But above all, play your game.
And that'll be incomplete. Brooks put a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down.
Third down. And
In search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. From the gun on third down. Brooks. That is caught. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
37-yard line.
the quarterback keeper here on 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the mark. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
At the 43-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Looking to throw. Brooks. Complete. It's Hall.
It's a gain of 20.
Down, but not before they're inside the 25.
It's a gain of 20. Result is a first down.
They'll run the first down. Thornton. Giving a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Tackle made at the
And big fella stuffed that one up in a big
2
way.
yards on the
I think
pickup.
doubling him
It's
has to
2nd
be a
and
priority
8.
because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first. Here's 2nd and 8. He's sacked after the 25. This is a 7-yard loss on the sack. It's third down. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Brooks now from the gun on 3rd down. They'll be gaining just a yard. And that's going to make it 4th down.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
And his kick is good.
Is good.
And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they were able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit. Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us. Working to put a drive together. They begin with a quick throw out left. And take this to the outside midfield before going out of bounds.
That's good for a first down. 1st and 10 at the 48.
And they get this down over about the 46.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line.
Credit with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll look to throw. Now hits him in stride. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert.
That's a gain of
But
6.
right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
There's a quick throw caught out wide. This is 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
He'll drop to throw. And he will not be able to hang on to the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sign of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3.
Field goal is good.
So a nice kick there as they were able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
1st down and 10.
Now this offense comes back out on the field. They trail 20-13 our scores. They have it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Brooks. Already stepped at the 35.
To the number 3.
Picks up 7 yards.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 35-yard line.
The middle they go. It's Thornton.
Carried by
He is going to be stopped here behind the line of scrimmage. Here is 3rd and 5.
It's 3rd down and 5.
Operating from the gun. Brooks. He's got his target. It's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 18 yards and a first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Brings up
He's
second
smart
and
enough
10.
to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Brings up a third down.
Right where the set of
to
downs
go.
started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's been a gain of 30. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
It's a gain of 35. Results in
First
a first
down.
down.
It's Thornton.
Number 20.
He's going to get back at the line of scrimmage and take it down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Back to throw. Brooks. And that is incomplete.
Incomplete
Force
from the
down
contact.
there. He could not hang
Brings
on.
up
It's third down.
and 10.
Looking to throw. Brooks. This will be caught at the 14 yard. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the wall. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Oh, nice job there, putting the ball right in the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get in to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the
The
line.
7-yard line.
Now from the 7, here's second and goal. Off play action. Brooks. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the
kicker
hands of the
on
thrower,
for the extra
bam,
point.
right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth
His
because
kick
people want
is
the ball in the
good.
hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's
ties
hands
the game
downfield as
at
fast as
20
possible.
all.
There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. And he won't quite make it to the
They'll take
25.
over first and 10.
The offense now
At
at
their
the
own
line, ready for their
24-yard
next
line.
drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown. So every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, second and 3. Well, they're running here on the jet sweep. And he stopped immediately. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
It's a loss of 1.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Again, it's a 6th catch and a first down.
36-yard line.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And that'll be good for 8 yards to get 45.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball,
A gain of 9.
he's becoming more of a
Brings up
body blows
2nd
guy.
and 1.
Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys going to want to run up and tackle him.
The running back.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right
behind the line
there.
of scrimmage.
He winds
It's a
up
loss
giving
of
a yard back there, and
Brings up
now it's 3rd and 2.
and 2.
Back to throw here. Throw, but incomplete. The other day they told us we're on 3rd and 5 or less. We have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had. Thought they could exploit
They'll
them,
take over.
unable to do so
First
on that
down
play.
and 10.
The visitors'
At their
offense
own
and their running
20-yard
back getting
line.
set to go once more. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Back at the 17-yard
A full
line.
3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Back to throw. Brooks. And this is going to be intercepted. And they'll start with great field position at the 31-yard line.
They'll take over first
That
down.
one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the 4th quarter.
The pass.
They'll work from the 36 on
11.
2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 36-yard line.
They'll set up the throw. And he's got his man on the
A
outrun.
gain of 6.
8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first
First
down.
and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead they run up the middle here. Rodgers forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
A 3-yard
They'll come
pickup.
up 2nd and
Brings
7.
up 2nd and 7.
On play action, they'll throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. 28 yards. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter.
Did you see how the linebackers froze for just a second? That's why you run play action. You want to keep them rooted in the spot and create a little bit of extra space so your tight end can find some room behind him. And then the quarterback finds his target downfield, and he turns it into 6 points.
After right down the middle.
Makes the score.
They will take a 7-point lead.
Visitors 20.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Been able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now this offense comes back out onto the field. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll keep it on the ground. Thornton. They'll get it out near the 30 to the 39.
That's good.
83 yards on the ground for him now. as he's done that on
It's a
15
gain of 6.
carries. So from the 39 now,
First
they'll
down.
come up on a 1st and 10. Off up the middle. It's
Another
Thornton.
carry for the running back.
Running room scarce here. He's got to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
1-yard gain.
Now
Brings up
2nd and 9.
9.
Up the middle they go. It's Thornton. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
He was brought
9
down at his
yards, and that leaves him
49-yard
just
line.
short, so it'll
It's
be
a gain
3rd
of
and less
9.
than a yard.
Makes it 3rd and inches.
They'll go with the keeper.
Gain of 2.
And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. 2 yards is the pickup, and that enables him to also pick up the first. Now they'll switch it up here and move the clock. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch.
13.
And it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 45-yard line.
Looking to throw. Brooks. And this one incomplete. Too much contact on that one, and it's 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Yards to go.
Now Brooks from the gun on 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Thornton. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the 1st down marker. Excellent defense.
His
Good
guys
tackle.
take over first
All
and
teams'
10.
offense and their quarterback ready to go
22-yard
once
line.
more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. And Cameron has it over the middle.
The pass complete.
Now defensively, we're going to get a timeout.
It's a gain of 7.
It's just their
Brings up
first. They'll be
2nd
down to
and
2
3
remaining as we step
at the
aside
29-yard
here in the
line.
4th quarter. From the 29, here's 2nd down and 3. They'll drop to throw. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Intended for
As
number
big of a
87.
play as we've had in this one so far. This is
Brings
3rd
up
and 3.
3rd down and 3 yards to go.
He'll try to pick it up himself. Good coverage downfield. Lando and taking on and picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard line. Now a stoppage here. They'll get another
43-yard line.
That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. They'll try to run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively.
At the 45-yard
So they'll be left with only
It's
the
a pickup
2-minute
of
warning
3.
to stop it from
Brings
here
up
on out.
2nd and 7.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 7. Now first carry for their fullback. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
And they take a knee. 2nd and 11. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take this one down to 36.
At the 36-yard
Opportunity to
line.
run the
A
football
gain of a
and chew
yard.
up a little more
Brings
time
up
off the
3rd
clock.
and 10.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right.
It's
Throw
no good.
throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for the home team here, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, you wonder what this will do to their playoff prospects as they fall to 8-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.